Home Show.
Stephanie from Sugarland has a question about a garage decay.
It's a familiar question to us, Tom, and she needs a fix to this. Stephanie writes, we had some cracks in it, and you can see that in some areas the concrete is chipping with effervescence coming up from the effervescence or whatever. Anyway, can my garage floor, she says, be repaired or covered over with more cement or sealed or whatever to stop this from happening?
You can have it washed down. There's moisture getting under there. And if it's really bad, I would recommend that you hire or have someone come out and make sure that the drainage from heavy rains is not getting up under the slab and that it's draining away properly. If it's sitting around the slab or it has nowhere to go, it'll get up under a slab and it'll come crawling through any little cracks and it'll cause that problem, because that problem is from water and moisture. But if it's coming from the top, just high humidities, then what you'd end up doing is washing it. And if you want to cover the cracks and things, you could have a coating put on top if you wanted to, or you could have the whole thing. You could just have those cracks filled and have someone like Rudy's Quality Painting come out. They can fill the cracks and they can do an epoxy paint right on top of your garage floor. I like that. It's easy to clean. It's simple. And they can put a filler in there to where it's flexible. So if it moves a little bit, it's not a big deal. But I would really check the drainage for the long-term fix. But yeah, it just needs to be coated, especially if it's surface air that's getting water on the top of it. And it's just got this propensity to have that efflorescence come up. And it's like a fungus. It starts to eat away the concrete. And some concrete batches do it worse than other. I can't really tell you why. But I think epoxy paint would be a great fix for that. And check your drainage on the outside.
Now, it doesn't, just to be clear, it doesn't form on the top. It's coming up from underneath, coming through the concrete. Is that what you're saying? Is that where that comes from?
I suspect if she said she had cracks, that was part of her question, that it's happening around the cracks. If that's the case, yes, the water could be coming from underneath. If it didn't have cracks or was forming somewhere else where there was no cracks to be found, then it's just the humidity when it touches the cold concrete and hot, humid air. It's gonna leave water. It's gonna turn to a liquid, and you're gonna have condensate form on the concrete, which will soak it in like a sponge.
And then
it'll start the reaction of the growth of the fungus on a concrete. It's a weird. I don't know who came up with it.
Concrete
is one of those anomalies. I don't know what eats it or anything. I don't know what good it does in the food chain.
In the 20 plus years you and I have been working together, probably the thing that fascinates me the most is concrete. It's just an interesting, the way it works and the whole chemical reaction, the curing, and that it never ends curing and all that. I mean, it's a living thing. And it's a really, really interesting thing to study if you ever, are trapped in your home, like say during, I don't know, like a pandemic and you want something to study. All right.
It beats some of the other books coming out on TV today. The history of concrete.
Concrete. It's some solid learning for you there. Yeah. All right, you got a question?
While you're sequestered.
Send in your question to us, and we'll kick it around like this and post a video with the answer for you. And we post them at our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and of course, HomeShowRadio.com. We put a new one out every day. We'd love to answer one for you.